Hello everyone, my name is Brian Tyler, and today I'm going to be giving a demonstration video on how to safely and properly shoot a compound bow. So first thing first, we're going to get into safety. The number one rule is don't ever aim the bow at somebody. Even if you're joking around or you think it's funny or you're not even pulling it back, it's just a good thing not to aim it at someone. Even if you don't have an arrow in it, it's also a good thing not to aim it at anyone or even to shoot a bow without an arrow in it. This can also be a very serious risk of injury too, because what can happen is when you go to shoot it, the momentum of the string is normally able to transfer the power of the momentum and force into the arrow and send it flying, but without that arrow it doesn't have that thing to transfer the power. So what ends up happening is the string goes a little bit too far or maybe too far back, and it can cause the string to maybe snap and send parts of the bow flying, or even the string to come back and hurt yourself. So it's just always a good thing not to dry fire it or to aim it at anyone else. Alright, second thing too, what you want to watch out for is make sure you're keeping the bow a little bit farther away, because what can happen is when you go to pull the string back and you shoot it, that string might go like that and rub against your forearm. And while it's not as serious a risk of injury as maybe the other one and pointing it, it's still something that you just don't want to do. You're going to end up with a huge welt, and I'm sure none of you guys want that. So now that we kind of went over some of the basics of safety, let's go over how a bow works. So right here we have a compound bow. Alright, this is where you hold it. Alright, and then also you have some sights right here which are kind of hard to see, but typically you have a 20, 30, and 40 yard sight, which allows me to point the sight right at my target and I know exactly how far to go. So after that, we also have the cams, the string which you go to pull back, and then your arrow rest, which is right here. This is what the arrow is going to rest in when you're pulling the back and shooting it. Alright, so here we have a release. Alright, this is to pull the bow back and then allow you to pull a trigger to let go of the release of the string. This is good because it allows you to get a center point on the string, so you don't have to worry about your fingers maybe messing up how the string goes and what way the arrow goes. So it's always good to use a release whenever using a compound bow. Also, especially because compound bows have a lot of poundage, and when you go to pull back it can be a little bit strain on your fingers. So it's always good just to use a release. Most compound bows come with a loop on it for the release too, so that way you pretty much have to use it. Third thing we have right here is the arrow. Now, one thing you want to do is kind of bend the arrow, make sure that it's not going to snap on you. This is also another thing for safety. This is to make sure that when you go to shoot the arrow is not going to splinter out into different pieces and either harm other people or harm yourself. So now that we got that, let's go into the basics of how to shoot it. So first things first is you want to work on your grip. So what I like to do is take your hand right here, and I like to rest it right up there, right around there. I don't really like to grip it because then it can cause a little bit too muscle tension and your bow might move a little bit. So it's always good just to kind of rest it just like that. I don't even close my hand grip when I'm doing it. So just, get a nice little grip, let it rest, feel good about it. Next thing you want to do is take your arrow. Alright, you're going to want to slide it right into this little spot right here. Connect it right here in between the D loop. This is what I was kind of talking about. Put it right in between that. Make sure you hear a nice little click. That's how you know the arrow is nice and strong in there. And then you're going to want to get your release on. Now releases come in all different shapes, sizes. They have some that just like this one where it's a nice little buckle, goes around your wrist. They also have some that you can hold on to with just your fingers. I personally like the buckle because there's no Velcro. I don't have to worry about either dropping it. It's kind of safely on my wrist at all times. I really like it. So, alright, now in order to shoot, what you're going to want to do is grab it like I showed you guys and get a nice little grip right here, nice and soft, not too much. Now you want to make sure that no bystanders are in the direction of your arrows. No person's going to walk out in front of you. Your arrows are good. Your bow's in good shape. So let's get into how to shoot it. So what you want to do is get your arm right here, and as you're pulling back with the bow, what you're going to want to do is kind of use your back muscles to kind of get it right about there. And then that way you want to keep your elbow a little bit up and make sure you have a nice ground, kind of sideways. And then just point the bow. And today we're going to use a 20-yard. Alright, let's see how that shot went. So it's a pretty decent shot, as you guys can see, right there in the middle. Now, luckily it's not too far of a shot, probably only 13 yards. But overall, it's a pretty good shot. And that's exactly how you want to shoot your bow. Right there, not too much work on it, you're not pulling on it, you're not torquing it. Just a good shot. So, I hope you guys enjoyed my video and learned something, and have a great day.